29 degrees and I'm making this video. This video is about Pawpaw Pollinator Companion Plants. Now that was a mouthful. Let's take a step back. What's a pawpaw? A pawpaw tree produces the largest fruit native to North America, and it grows wild in 26 US states. I'll talk more about the pawpaw at the end of this video, so check out the video chapters below in the description. People advocate putting roadkill around a pawpaw early in spring to attract flies to the pawpaw when it's blooming. So the key is pawpaw blooms super early in spring. You put roadkill down and it attracts flies that help pollinate. Besides the yuck factor and the hygiene factor, I'm going to show you the pollinating companion plants, plants that are pollinating at the exact same time that the pawpaw is flowering. Consider growing some fruiting plants that are perfect companion to the pawpaw tree's flowering rhythm. Welcome to Happy.
Hey, wake up!
Well, I'm too lazy to walk back up to the upper garden where you saw the Wells pawpaw. The picture of it, we have a prolific that will be absolutely loaded with blooms. This is a very young Potomac that is blooming now for the first time this year. This one here, I forgot her name. Got her blooms. Not heavy blooming, but she's very young. That's okay. So you just got a wonderful picture, a shot of our Wells pawpaw, and you get a good idea of what the flowering situation looks like right now today. The other thing I want to show you right now today is what sort of plants are flowering at the same time that the pawpaw is flowering. This is an Eastern Redbud. Now, this is a really attractive plant. This video, from what I'm seeing there, really doesn't do justice in how full this tree is with blooms. I see all sorts of flying insects around the Eastern Redbud. Do you need to allow the Eastern Redbud just to grow tall and broad and stuff like that? No, you don't. You can manicure and prune your Eastern Redbud to be whatever size and shape you want it to be. The key is they explode with flowers at the exact same time that the pawpaw is flowering. Let's take a look at another plant that's flowering right now. So this is a sweet Scarlet Goumi. Let's take a closer look. Hopefully the sun and angles and stuff like that works. If I wasn't talking so much, you hear the pollinators in here. Today is April 11th, so the pawpaw are blooming, Eastern Redbud, and this is the sweet Scarlet Goumi. You can do anything with this nitrogen fixing plant. When I say anything, I mean shape it in whatever size you want it to be shaped in. I have a web page for the sweet Scarlet Goumi, for Goumi in general. Definitely emphasis on sweet Scarlet Goumi if you want to learn more about the sweet Scarlet Goumi. This is plant number 2. Let's check out another tree. The Japanese plum just finished flowering right now. Now this is zone 7, so I think that's another important point. This is zone 7. So I'm not saying in all zones the Eastern Redbud works, or the sweet Scarlet Goumi. I can tell you it's working terrific right now here in zone 7. So this is the American plum, and she is in full bloom right now. Now the American plum grows native, so it grows wild in over 40 US states. The pawpaw grows wild in about 26 US states. So anyways, can you link up a American plum close to a pawpaw? You sure can, because the American plum is another tree you can do just about anything with. We're letting the American plum grow to be a single accent plant, maybe not a very straight single accent plant. You can sever American Plum very low and let her grow out laterally. So these are the buds that have come out all over the trunk of the American Plum, and this allows it to be like a hedge if that's what you want. Single accent tree or a hedge. You don't need to let her grow upright. So this could be just like a bush of flowers. Anywho, need a pollinator for your pawpaw? Try the American Plum. So we just planted this little girl here. This is an Oregon grape, and sorry, I'm too lazy to unwind the deer fencing to go in there. We just received her from One Green World. It's not really a grape. It's like in the barberry family. Or the point being, it's blooming right now. Now I don't see pollinators on the flowers. This is a very young plant, but she is blooming at the same time that the pawpaw are blooming. The other plants that are flowering right now is our pear tree, pear trees, plural, the kefir. The moonglow is flowering the best. So moonglow is right up there, moonglow pear. The peach just finished, so I shouldn't mention the peach. The peach just went off. It's done. Pear. The fuck else was flowering? Oh. Okay, so what the heck's a pawpaw tree and pawpaw fruit? The pawpaw tree produces the largest fruit native to North America. The fruit's texture is like custard, and it has a tropical fruit-like flavor. Those flavors include banana, mango, citrisy, so hints of these things. Leaning towards banana, leaning towards mango, leaning towards citrusy flavors, depending on the variety. It produces a big ass fruit. The fruit can be like at least this big, and it will produce it that large in the wild. You need to find a mature wild stand, and certainly the cultivars, pawpaw cultivars, are bred to give you a great size fruit with a high pulp to seed ratio. I think it's the way it's sort of defined. So it's got seeds on the inside, good sized seeds, and these cultivars have a lot of flesh, basically. Lots of fruit relative to the seeds. Once established, it needs virtually no care, and the proof is that it grows wild in 26 US states, from Michigan down to the Gulf Coast, southern United States. Basically, and the states are basically east of the Rockies. Now that's growing wild. That doesn't mean you can't grow it in California, which a lot of people do. You just won't find it wild. The pawpaw fruit contains all essential amino acids. It's super high in minerals, and it has vitamins. It has anti-cancer properties. It's completely deer resistant. Very little pruning is needed, and it's pest and disease free. It is a visually attractive tree because it grows in kind of a pyramid shaped frame. By nature, it grows a little more pyramidy, and it's draped with these beautiful large green leaves. It has strong commercial properties, and virtually nobody knows about the pawpaw tree. Because so few people knew about it, and it actually grows wild all around us, including on Heppy's property, and it's like all over the place out here. It's one of the plants that really inspired me to create the exhibition garden, to create Heppy, at least the gardening element of Heppy. Heppy is about standing up a residential home, a regular residential home, into as off-grid as possible, using off-the-shelf stuff, no miracle stuff. But the gardening part's an important component, and the pawpaw really kind of awakened me to how something was so common and well understood by Native Americans, early pioneers, and then completely forgotten. So it was like an inspiring plant. Check out why this plant is such an inspiring plant and why you should consider growing pawpaw, a pawpaw tree, and enjoying its fruit. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to our channel as we stand up this 2-acre exhibition garden and hook up our house, get it as off-grid as possible. Take care of yourself. Be safe out there. Take care of someone else if you can. Love you. Bye.